Lots of people are wondering right now, what is going on with the real estate market? In this video, I'm going to give a little recap of the current market here in Clark County, Washington. Go ahead and subscribe and turn that bell on to get alerts when new videos are posted every Thursday. On my channel each week, I talk about life and real estate here in Southwest Washington. I read an article in the Oregonian the other day about the average purchase price of homes in Portland hitting $514,700. The article discusses how sellers still have all the power and home shoppers are getting into bidding wars to buy properties. Many buyers are purchasing homes as is and not requiring any repairs that come up during the home inspection contingency. Risky for buyers. Another trend is increasing the down payment in the case of a low appraisal. Inventory is at a historically low point, and while it seems like the cards are all in the seller's hands, everybody has their own problems. Owners or sellers who have a house to sell are not very appealing buyers to other sellers. They often have to sell their house first, find temporary housing, then start the house hunting process so that they can compete with those non-contingent buyers out there. These are trends that I'm seeing in Clark County as well, though perhaps on a slightly smaller scale. So what's going on in the Clark County real estate market? The Market Action Report for January provided by our RMLS reported that 854 homes were introduced to the market in January. That was a 55% jump from the 551 listed in December, and even more than the 630 listed in November, which was a 1.7% decrease from the 1,011 listed in October. Up, down, you get it. There were 838 pending sales in January, which was a 32.6% increase from the 632 offers accepted in December 2020. This chart, active residential listings, paints a pretty clear picture of how low inventory is right now. Look where that little red triangle is. That is the number of active listings on the market this January. The green square shows that at this time last year, there were around 1,200 listings. Right now, there are just over 400. 2 years ago, there were closer to 1,500 listings on the market at this time. Inventory actually went up since December 2020, as it is now at 0.8. A lot of people may not know what inventory is or how it is calculated, so I'm going to take a little detour here to explain what inventory means in the real estate market. Inventory is a metric used to gauge whether it is a seller's market or a buyer's market. Months of inventory is calculated by dividing the active residential listings at the end of the month by the number of closed sales for that month. Let's pretend no new listings come on the market next month, and you have to choose from the current inventory of homes on the market. Months of inventory is how many months it would take to buy up every house on the market. Showing Time's blog explained it the best way that I have heard so far, so here's their example from their website to paint this picture for you of what inventory means in the real estate market. Think of inventory as the water level in a bathtub. New listings enter through the spigot and closed sales are flowing out of the tub through the drain. At any given point of time, the water level in the tub represents inventory. That level, however, is nearly infinitely variable. That's why inventory is simply a balance statement instead of any sort of cumulative measure, since there are a high number of status changes and flux through any given day, week, or month. Capturing a count at month's end allows for meaningful apples-to-apples comparisons. Perhaps the flow of water entering the tub, new listings entering the market, is increasing while the flow of water draining out of the tub, closed sales leaving the market, is decreasing. Thus, the water level inventory is rising because more water is entering the tub than leaving it. 6 months of inventory is considered a neutral market. Any more than that, and it's considered a buyer's market, and less than 6 months, and it becomes a seller's market. On a national level, in December 2020, the month's supply was at a record low of 1.9, meaning that at the current sales pace, it would take just 1.9 months for housing inventory to be depleted. Comparing the first month of 2021 to the same period in 2020, new listings actually increased 16%. So more people put their homes on the market this January versus last January. But we don't have all that built up inventory to shop from, so it still feels so competitive. The average total market time chart shows us how days on market has shifted this year versus the past 2 years. Again, red triangle is January 2021, and you can see it hovering between 30 to 40 days on market. Last year, you will see that green triangle up at around 75 days, and the year before that, it was around 70. Days on market has almost cut in half as buyers are snatching up listings as they hit the market. Total market time increased to 36 days. In December, it was 34 days. Okay, here's the chart you've been waiting for, sales price. Comparing January 2021 to January 2020, the average sales price has increased 14.7% from $414,000 to $475,000. The median sales price has increased 11% from $382,000 to $425,000. In December 2020, the average sales price was $448,000 and median sales price was $405,000. One thing I'd like to point out is that while housing prices are increasing, Clark County is still a relatively affordable place to live. According to a formula from the National Association of Realtors, buying a house in this area is affordable for a family earning the median income, which is $92,100 in 2020. That comes from HUD, as they can afford 141% of the monthly mortgage payment on a median priced home, which was $420,000 in December. Last but not least, this graphic shows the median sales price by area. Camas, big surprise here, comes in as the most expensive with their median sales price at $557,000. Brush Prairie and Hawkinson come in second at $494,400. On another note, interest rates are ticking up slightly. Don't get worried yet, they are still super low, but I did read that the average contract interest rate for a 30-year fixed rate mortgage increased to 2.98% from 2.96% last week. Total mortgage application volume fell by 5% last week, which means some buyers were priced out of the market or left the market because of this really low inventory problem. So that's it. That's all I've got for you on my little housing market update for Clark County, Washington. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click the bell to get notified when new videos are posted.